All right, brothers, gather round. This is bigger than just advice. This is about your spirit. Uncle Steve here, and I want you to open your heart for this one, because your soul's future is on the line. We're talking about a decision that shapes your destiny, your peace, and your purpose. I'm not talking about your job, or your car, or how much you got in the bank. I'm talking about the woman you choose to walk with you on this spiritual journey, the one you call your wife. This is sacred, you hear me? This is about your soul's home. This is the championship of your spirit. You need a partner who lifts you higher, closer to your purpose. A woman of faith will inspire you, nurture your dreams, and help you build a legacy that lasts beyond this life. The wrong spirit? She'll drain your light, and you'll find yourself lost, searching for peace that never comes. You see, a man can be strong, wise, and driven, but if his home is filled with turmoil, his spirit will wear down, no matter how tough he is. Your home should be your sanctuary, a place where your soul can rest and recharge. She is the co-author of your spiritual story, the next chapter of your life's purpose. So you got to ask yourself, do you want a journey of joy, of faith, of peace, or a path of pain and confusion? Because the partner you choose will set the tone for your soul's journey. I've seen it time and again. Good men, pure hearts, bright futures. But if they join with the wrong spirit, their whole world falls out of alignment. It's time to learn the wisdom so you don't lose your way. Let's dive deep and find your true partner in purpose. First up on the list, we got a real dangerous one. I call her Miss It's All About Me. This is the woman who believes the sun, the moon, and all the stars revolve around her. Her favorite subject is herself, her favorite person is herself, and her favorite radio station is WIIFM. What's in it for me? Every conversation somehow circles back to her feelings, her problems, her accomplishments. You could come home and say, "Baby, I just cured world hunger." And she'd reply, "That's nice, honey, but can you believe what Susan wore to the office today? It totally threw off my whole vibe." The warning signs are flashing brighter than the Las Vegas Strip. She rarely asks about your day, and if she does, she's not really listening. She's just waiting for her turn to talk. She expects you to cater to her every whim, but when you need support, she's suddenly busy or emotionally unavailable. She's the star of the movie, and you're just an extra, maybe the guy holding the boom mic. Your dreams and goals are only important if they somehow benefit her or make her look good. Let me give you a real-life example. I knew a guy, a good dude named Marcus. For his birthday, he wanted a simple barbecue with his boys. What did she do? She threw a massive, fancy party at a club, invited all her friends, and made the whole night about her. She wore a dress that cost more than his first car and spent the evening taking pictures for her social media. Marcus spent his own birthday feeling like a guest at someone else's event. You need a partner, not a parasite. So if you see these signs, don't walk, run. Run like you just stole something. Now let's talk about the second type. This one is tricky because she often comes across as caring and invested. I call her Miss Fixer-Upper. This woman doesn't see you, she sees your potential. She loves the man you could be if only you dressed better, if only you talked differently, if only you had different friends, if only you pursued the career she picked out for you. She's not your partner, she's your unsolicited life coach, your project manager. She's got a blueprint for your life, and she's determined to build you into her ideal man, whether you like it or not. The relationship starts with little suggestions, but soon the suggestions turn into demands. She's critiquing your friends, your hobbies, your family. She's trying to sand down all your edges, chip away at your personality, until you fit perfectly into the little box she's created for you. I had a friend, let's call him Kevin. Kevin was a laid-back, funny guy who loved fishing. He started dating a Miss Fixer-Upper. Before he knew it, his fishing rods were collecting dust, replaced by tickets to the opera. His favorite jeans were gone, replaced by skinny trousers he couldn't breathe in. She even tried to get him to change his laugh. One day, Kevin looked in the mirror and didn't even recognize the man staring back at him. Fellas, a good woman will accept you for who you are, flaws and all. She will inspire you to be a better version of yourself, not a different person altogether. If you feel like you're constantly being renovated, it's time to fire the contractor. You are not a house to be flipped. You are a man. Find a woman who loves the man you are right now. All right, fellas, buckle up for this next one. This woman is exhausting. I'm talking about Miss Drama Queen. Life is a never-ending soap opera. She is the star, the writer, and the director. If there is no drama, she will create it. A simple trip to the grocery store can turn into an epic saga. She thrives on conflict, gossip, and emotional turmoil. Peace and quiet make her nervous. She needs that constant adrenaline rush. Your life with her will be a roller coaster you can't get off. The warning signs are impossible to miss. She's always in a feud. Feud with a friend, feud with a coworker, feud with a family member. Her stories are exaggerated, filled with villains and victims. A minor inconvenience, like a barista getting her coffee order wrong, becomes a federal offense. She'll call you in a panic, crying about something that, once you get the full story, is completely insignificant. She mistakes intensity for intimacy, chaos for passion. A calm, stable relationship is, in her eyes, a boring relationship. She needs the highs, she needs the lows, and she'll drag you right along with her. I remember this young fella who came on my show. One time he was 5 minutes late because of traffic, just 5 minutes. By the time he got there, she had convinced herself that he was cheating, that he didn't love her, that their entire relationship was a lie. Living with a drama queen is like living in a house where the smoke alarm is always going off. You need a partner who brings you peace, not a co-star for your own personal reality show. Let's move on to a particularly destructive type, Miss Green-Eyed Monster. This is the woman consumed by jealousy and insecurity. The waitress who takes your order, your female coworker, your cousin you grew up with. They're all trying to steal her man. She doesn't trust you, not because of anything you've done, but because of the insecurities raging inside her own head. She needs to know where you are, who you're with, and what you're doing at all times. Your phone is not your own. It's a piece of evidence she needs to inspect regularly. Her jealousy isn't a sign of how much she loves you. It's a sign of how little she loves herself. The warning signs are clear. She questions you endlessly about your day. She analyzes your social media for any suspicious likes. She gets angry if you even mention another woman's name. She might try to isolate you from your friends and family, especially the female ones. She'll disguise her controlling behavior as love, saying things like, "I just worry because I love you so much." But it's not love, fellas. It's a cage, and she's slowly locking you inside it. I knew a guy once, a stand-up comedian. If he was on stage and a woman in the front row laughed too hard at his jokes, he'd have to answer for it later. It got so bad that he started to feel anxious on stage, afraid to make eye contact with half the audience. His passion, his career was being suffocated by her baseless suspicions. A healthy relationship is built on trust. It's the bedrock. Without it, you have nothing. You need a partner who is confident in herself and in your commitment. She should be your biggest fan, not your parole officer. You deserve to be with someone who trusts you, because love without trust is just possession. All right, let's talk about a classic, but honestly one that way too many fellas still fall for. Miss Material Girl, the gold digger. Not interested in your heart, interested in your wallet. Loves you for what you provide, not who you are. Her affection follows your bank balance. Loving when you earn, gone when the money stops. Not a soulmate, a sponsor. The signs are obvious if you look. Favorite topic, money. Luxury brands, expensive vacations. Always hinting at the next big-ticket item. Her eyes light up at your bonus, they glaze over at your problems. She'll ask about your credit score more than your childhood. She's more impressed by your car than by the man behind the wheel. She sees you as a walking, talking ATM. I mentored a young athlete making big money out of college. He met a stunning woman who showered him with attention, but she loved finer things. A new designer bag every week, a new luxury car, a bigger apartment. Then he got a career-ending injury. The money stopped, and so did her love. She was gone within a month. Fellas, you want someone with you, not for you. By your side in a mansion or a studio apartment. A true partner will build with you, will struggle with you, and celebrate with you. If you lost everything tomorrow, your job, your money, your car, would she still be there? If the answer is no, you don't have a partner. You have a liability. Invest your heart in someone who values your character, not your cash. Next on our list is a woman who will suck the joy right out of your life. Let's call her Miss My Way or the Highway. This is the control freak. She has an opinion on everything you do, and her opinion is the only one that matters. She needs to manage every aspect of your life together. What you eat for dinner, how you arrange the furniture, which friends you're allowed to see. She doesn't believe in compromise. She believes in compliance. Your relationship isn't a democracy. It's a dictatorship. And she's the one wearing the crown. The warning signs are often disguised as helpfulness or as being organized. She'll plan all your dates without asking for your input. She'll reorganize your closet without your permission. She'll correct you in front of other people, undermining your authority, making you feel small. You'll find yourself asking for permission to do things, going out with your friends, buying something for yourself. Your life is no longer your own, it's being micromanaged. I know a guy who was married to a major control freak. He loved to cook, but she wouldn't let him in the kitchen because he didn't do it right. She laid out his clothes for him every single morning, like he was a 5-year-old. One time he bought concert tickets. Instead of being happy, she got upset because it wasn't on the schedule. A partnership is two whole people coming together to share a life, not one person directing the other. You need the freedom to be yourself, to make your own choices, even your own mistakes. You're the king of your own castle. You need a queen who wants to rule with you, not over you. Last but certainly not least, we have to talk about Miss Ghost of Girlfriend's Past. This is the woman who is still emotionally entangled with her ex. She might not be physically with him, but his ghost is haunting your relationship. She's constantly talking about him, praising him, bashing him. Both are red flags. She compares you to him, sometimes out loud, sometimes subtly. Oh, Chad used to love this restaurant. You're so much nicer than Derek was. Your relationship doesn't have a chance to grow on its own merit because it's always being measured against her past. The signs are painful and obvious. She keeps old photos of them together. She still talks to his mom, gets sad around their old anniversary. When you have a fight, she might accidentally call you by his name. Ouch. You feel like you're in a competition with a ghost, a man you can never beat because he exists as a perfect memory in her mind. You're not building a future with her, you're just a rebound, a placeholder, a tool to help her get over someone else. I saw this happen with my own nephew. He was dating a wonderful girl, smart, funny, the whole package. But she had just gotten out of a 5-year relationship. My nephew, being a good guy, was patient. He listened. He thought he could love her enough to heal her. But after a year, he realized he was just a band-aid. He wasn't her love. He was her recovery. He had to make the tough decision to walk away. Fellas, you cannot pour your love into a cup that is already full of someone else. History should be in the rear-view mirror, not sitting in the passenger seat next to you. So there you have it. 7 types of women who will bring you nothing but heartache and headaches. Miss It's All About Me, Miss Fixer-Upper, Miss Drama Queen, Miss Green-Eyed Monster, Miss Material Girl, Miss My Way or the Highway, Miss Ghost of Girlfriend's Past. Now, hearing all this might make you feel discouraged. You might be thinking, Steve, are there any good women left out there? And I'm here to tell you, loud and clear, absolutely yes. The world is full of incredible, loving, supportive, and loyal women. But here's the secret. To find a queen, you have to be a king. You have to work on yourself first. Have your own purpose. Have your own standards. Have your own self-respect. A good woman isn't looking for a project any more than you are. She's looking for a partner. She's looking for a man who knows who he is and where he's going. Operate from strength and confidence. You become a magnet for the right kind of woman. Look for kindness. Look for respect. Look for someone who celebrates your wins and supports you during your losses. Find a woman who communicates openly and honestly. Find someone who brings you peace, not chaos. Find someone whose values align with yours. Don't be fooled by a pretty face or a curvy frame. Look at her character. Character is what lasts. Don't be in a rush. Take your time. Observe how she treats you, her family, her friends, the waiter. The right woman is out there. You just have to be the right man to find her. Now go out there and win.